welcome back to my series of how to do your own PR. Now it is DIY PR episode number 2. Okay, so let's get right into this video. Again, I have my notes here for you guys because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. So I write stuff down just to make sure that I'm giving you step by step. And this time, the first episode was about timing. So you have to have the right timing when you are figuring out what it is that you want to talk about. Timing means looking at the media and seeing if something that you're doing is in the media, because it has to be newsworthy. That's another thing I didn't tell you guys in the first one. And I gave you the example of the lady who called me about her son who was doing amazing things in the Junior Olympics. And at the time, the Olympics was happening at the time, so it was great timing. So today, I'm going to tell you about how to write a press release. That's very, very, very important, and people sometimes miss that. So when writing your press release, I'm going to give you 7 simple steps when writing a press release. So here they are. The first step is to find your angle. That's what I was talking about, to make sure that it's newsworthy. Every good story has a good angle, and it should be newsworthy, because if not, then you should advertise or something like that. So make sure that it has a very good angle. And an example of that could be, let me see. Okay, so like the Christmas holidays are coming up, and say you have a great product that's great for keeping your hands warm. Like a warmer or something that you can stick your hands in before you walk outside. And I don't know, I'm just thinking up something off the top of my head. But anyway, something that would be relatable and very newsworthy. I don't know if that's a really good example, but again, like I said about the Olympic story, that's probably the best example that I have right now. Number 2, write your headline. So your headline should be something that grabs the attention of that media person, whether it's a journalist, an assignments editor, whoever's going to get the press release. What your header should grab their attention immediately. If it doesn't, it may be deleted, or, well, back in the day, and I'm aging myself here, we used to fax press releases over, and if they weren't, worthy, guess what? They would go in the trash. So you want to make sure that your headline grabs the attention right away. So when they look at it, they go, oh, okay, that's a great story. And another thing, your headline should be 7 words. 7 words. That's it. It could be less, but no more. 7 words. That's it. 5 is better. 7 is the limit. 7 words. Okay. Number 3. Write your lead, and that's L-E-D. I'm spelling it right here, L-E-D. Write your lead. And what your lead is the opening sentence for your news story. I'm sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. But it's the opening sentence of your news story, and it also grabs the attention of whoever you're sending the press release to. So it needs to flow. So you have this amazing headline, and then your lead needs to be just as amazing to grab the attention. You don't want to have an amazing headline and then you go to the lead and it's wonk, 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 wonk. So it goes down from there, because again, it's going to be deleted, because assignment editors, journalists get so many press releases on a daily basis. Yours needs to stand out. So that goes back into that timing, having a great headline and a great lead. Okay, number 4. You write. So in the body now, you need to write a 2 to 5 strong body sentences for the story to support the details. So you've written 2 to 5 strong sentences that supports that headline, that lead, and now it's your body. And what the body should consist of is who, what, when, where, why, and how. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, sometimes it doesn't need all of those, but your basis that you should always go to is who, what, when, where, why, and how. That's it. No more, no less. You have the body, 2 to 5 sentences, strong sentences that support that great headline and that great lead should also, now it's like, hey, I've gotten your attention. Here's the lead to support that headline. Now here are these 2 to 5 strong sentences that's going to support that great lead and that great headline. Number 5, when you are writing a press release, you should always, always, always have quotes. I say 2, no more than 3 quotes in the body, also included in those 2 to 5 strong sentences, because it backs up what you're talking about in the body of the press release. So, and from different people, not from the same person. And so that gives it more meat, so to speak. So it makes it meatier when you have, maybe 2, no more than 3 quotes throughout the press release as well. So that's number 5, include quotes. Number 6, include the contact info. And so that'll be at the end. Now, press releases are different because some press releases has the contact info at the top left-hand corner for the media person. Now, at the end, you could have the contact info for the person in charge of the event, the product or service. It just depends. But most of the time, the contact info is at the beginning, but you can also have the contact info at the end for the person who's writing the press release, who the press will contact. So if that's you, you're writing the press release for your company, then make sure you have your contact info at the end on how they can get in touch with you for when they want to book you, or if you're writing it for the company for a media interview. So you want to make sure that they have your email address, your phone number, and maybe your cell phone number if you want to include that as well. So if it's your business number that you want to give them, make sure that you put your extension and give them the right number. If you don't mind, you can put your cell phone on there, but most definitely always have your email address. 9 times out of 10, I don't know, the media will contact you either way, but you need to have a good contact, a reliable contact source so that they can call and or email, because they do both. Like I was about to say that they may call first, but that's not true. It just depends. They may call, they may email. It just depends on when they want to do the story and how quick they want it to have you on so the news story can happen. So yes, just make sure you have great contact information, and that's next. And lastly, number 7. So number 7, so include your boilerplate copy. Now, a lot of people don't know what boilerplate copy is. Now, boilerplate is also the 3 little hashtags at the end, because that's letting them know that you're done. And then right underneath that should be your boilerplate copy, which is telling the company telling the media a little bit more about your company, about you personally, your product, or your service. Now, when you are writing a boilerplate, it should be very simple and should include 3 things. It should be short to the point, easy to understand, and interesting to read. So now I've given you all this great stuff at the top, but I want to give you just a little bit more about myself, about the company, about the product, or about the service. So now here's where you kind of get to zhuzh it up a little bit more, because you didn't have the time to put it into the press release because you're talking about this great new product or something that the company is doing to benefit the community. So now in this boilerplate, you can tell just a little bit about the company, how long you've been there, your clients that you've worked with in the past, things that you've done in the past with past community leaders or in the community, or just different services, just different things that you've done. So it's almost like a little bit of a bragging paragraph, but not too long. Don't make it a dissertation. Don't make it too long, boring. I already said that, I'm sorry. But just very interesting, short and to the point. So that's number 7. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, today is episode 2 of DIY PR. Today was writing a press release. I will have another one on Friday for you. My apologies for getting this one up so late, but I did tell you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The one on Friday will be up a little bit earlier. I'm also working on the video for the difference between what did I tell you guys? I have to go back and look at the video because I said, the difference between public relations, marketing, and advertising. Yes, so I'm still working on that video as well. So look for that very soon. If you like what you've seen, feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to comment. If you have any questions, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on Friday with another DIY PR, and it'll be episode number 3. Bye, guys.
Every single day, I'm gonna